A couple of years ago, I had this teenager near me. The parents registered him for JAM and also for lessons, for JAM lessons. However, each time the parents left for work, he would leave his house and go to his friend's house to play video games. I remember wondering if he actually knew what he was doing, if he knew that it was his life really he was playing with. Not too long ago, if you followed me since December, I've shared this a couple of times in my videos. I met a teenager in the university, so I was asking her about, we got talking about her vision, her goals and all of that. And the next thing she told me was, I didn't promise anybody I was going to make a first class, so I didn't promise anybody I was going to make a second class upper. I only said I was not going to get pregnant in campus and I was not going to join bad gang. Whoa, really? Do these teenagers and preteens know that it is actually about them? Do they know that it is their life they are playing with? Do they actually think they are doing people around them, especially their parents, a favor by taking their life seriously? Yes, I know it is not just these two teenagers. I've met very many teenagers because if a child understands that, oh, it is my life, they want to take their chores seriously. If they know that it is my life, they want to take their studies seriously. If they know that, oh, it's my life, they want to take their skill learning and the things they are doing seriously. During the just ended self-leadership class for our preteens and teens, this was all we were talking about, our focus. Helping them understand that it was their life, or rather, it is their life. Helping them understand that they are the captains of their ship. Like your life belongs to you. Your choice, your decision, every single thing is about you. Everything works together. It is about you. It was our focus, and it is what I'm here today to also teach you how to help your child cultivate a sense of personal responsibility, because it is their life really. One of the stories I shared in the just concluded self-led summer mentorship class for preteens and teens was the story of a girl who graduated from one of the Nigerian universities. You know, she was the best graduating student in her school that year. When she was asked how she did it, she said from when she was either 9 or 12 or thereabout, her mom made her read 3 hours every day. Now, that's not even the gist. The gist is, now imagine the best graduating student in the entire university. It simply means that she will not have to sit back and look for a job. Fact. She will not have to write application. She will not have to start compiling her CVs up and down. She will not have to start moving from one company to another looking for a job. Yet she will have people in her class who opt in now. They still will not find a job. They will go from one company to another looking for jobs, writing CVs and all of that. Now, if young children, preteens and teens, they understand that it is about their life, they will learn to take their life seriously. I jokingly told them that, you know, some of our friends now who probably made the third class, who didn't make good grades, they will be somewhere. They can even be saying, and somebody from my village is responsible for my not getting a good job. Let me go and meet a prophet who will further ask them to go and bring their mother's head or their father's head. You know, that is the simple truth. So when they realize, what will help them realize that it is their life, it is going to save them a lot of stress. So what you want to do now is to sit back, get a pen, get a paper, get your popcorn, get your drink, and take notes. I'll make effort not to make this video too long because it's a lot. We're going to talk about the origin of this mindset. We're going to talk about the dangers of this mindset or this attitude. We're also going to talk about how we can help our children grow past this attitude really. So it's going to be a lot, but I'll try to make sure it's not too much of a lot. And I'm also going to continue the conversation with the Visionary Parent Academy. Of course, that is what we do. We come here, this class is powered by the Visionary Parent Academy. It's an academy where parents can come together to get empowered. Parents learn practical parenting skills to help them get to their vision. We begin by crafting our vision, because when you know where you are going to, you know this path that will lead there. We start by crafting our vision, then we set goals, we create constitution, we come up with our values, our mission statement, a whole lot that will actually help us get to the vision, get the vision we are we have for our children. So you want to join us, it's a yearly academy. However, we are closed for 2024, so we are still open for 2025 registration. So what you want to do is to leave a comment in the comment section and ask how you can join us for 2025. So what is going to happen is, after this class, the visionary parents in the academy, they're definitely going to get this template I'm using, this material I'm using to teach them. They're also going to get a template that will help them make it, you know, because it's not just about talking. We always say knowledge is power, and I always say no, I don't believe that knowledge is power. Knowledge is power when it is applied. When you apply your knowledge you've gotten, you get results. Knowledge becomes power. When you don't get results, it's as good as wasted. So if at the end of this class you are not taking action, it means you are not going to get results. If you have not gotten results, it simply means you wasted my time, you wasted my data, you wasted your time, you wasted your data. So the Visionary Parent Academy are going to get a template, and they are going to get motivation to actually take action. So you want to join us really for 2025. You can join us for 2025, and if you pay your entire year fee, you ask for this, I'll gladly give it to you. Yeah, we are doing this free, we are doing this open, so it means that we are always doing things to help other parents, because it's not just about us. So let's dive right into, at this point I need to wear my glasses so that I will see what I have on my screen very well. Okay, it is how to help your child cultivate a sense of self-responsibility. They know that their lives belong to them. They're the captains of their ship. It's about them. That is what you are learning today. So grab your pen, grab your paper, and let's go. So we are going to start with the origin of this attitude in young children. The first thing is, very many parents, or rather very many children, grow up thinking that everything is about their parents. You know, parental expectations, they believe that, oh, do chores is for the parents, study is for the parents. You know, especially when you are forcing, when you are criticizing, when the child falls short of a particular behavior and you don't let them face the consequence of it. When you force your child, it now becomes like, okay, it is for you, it is not for your child. Now, this is one of the reasons that their parents do not force. Stop forcing. Explain to your child the benefit of what they are doing. If they do not get it, that thing, if you have an attitude, if your child has an attitude that you are against, you don't like, it either has a logical consequence or a natural consequence. So instead of forcing your child, let them have the natural and logical consequence. Let them face it. Don't take it away. This is it. You know, when you keep forcing your child over everything, it now feels that, okay, it is you. And it's almost like, oh, because you are the boss, you are the older person, you know, you are my parent, you are forcing me to do things. The same thing happens. Children, you force them to study, you force them to do every single thing you force them to do. So they don't see it as it is their thing, it is for them. They now see that they are meeting your expectations. That is it. Then when they actually meet your expectations, you reward them. Why do you reward them? For meeting your expectations. It is your expectation. That is why you are rewarding them. You know, someone does something for you, you reward the person. That is it. You reward them because they have done it for you. That is the very first thing. Why children do not have a sense of personal or self-responsibility. Because every single time they do things, we make it look as if it is for us, the parents. So the more you force your children, the more you reward them for what they do or what they should be doing normally, the more they believe that it is for you they are doing it for. So children don't want to eat, and you see parents, you are forcing them to eat. Why do you need to force your child to eat? There's a consequence for that. It is hunger. They get hungry. They want to eat. When they get hungry, they realize, oh, it's actually because of me. I'm hungry because I did not eat. I am hungry because I did not eat. They get that, you know. They get to school, they don't study, they have low grades, and you know, one of the things schools do, parents do, we do these days is because we are trying to raise children. We are trying to raise children with healthy self-esteem. Rather, we are abusing what we should be doing. So because of that, children are no longer, schools no longer give positions, for example. They no longer give positions, you know, because of that, because, oh, you don't want the child's self-esteem to be hurt. Really? Really, at the end of the day, how would the child know that they didn't do well? How would the child know that they didn't do well? Their effort didn't count. So I read recently that there's a school where everyone comes first. First. That's what is on the report card. First, so every parent is celebrating that they've come first. What about the children that genuinely do not put effort into coming first? Now, it's not really about, when we abuse one thing, it is dangerous in another way. It is dangerous in another way. So when you always don't let your child experience the consequences of their actions, when you take the consequences away, when you constantly force your child, when you constantly reward your child, it's simple. They believe that they are doing it for you. The sense of self-responsibility is completely rubbed off. That is the first origin. And come to think of it, very many things children do, they are forced, because when they are growing up, when they are still young, they really don't have a sense of direction. Parents are their senses. Parents are the one who reason for them. So you guide them, to feed them, you clothe them, wear this clothes, don't wear this clothes, and all of that. We keep forcing them. And for very many parents, they do not realize, okay, this is the time for me to stop. My child is becoming 3. My child is becoming 4. My child should be able to make small decisions by themselves. Let them make these decisions. Let them take action. The other day, I was trying to buy some biscuits for my children, and the one was buying the biscuit for her son. Her son picked one. She said, no, you ate this one the last time. You didn't like it. You wasted it. So don't take this one. Take this one. The boy was crying that he wanted that particular one. The parents said no. Eventually, the parents forced the one she wanted on the child. I was wondering, I said, this is it. This is it. Let your child actually take that one. He took it before, he didn't like it. He's taking it again. Maybe something is attracting him. Maybe the package is fancy or something is attracting him. Let him take it. These are small decisions children should be able to make for themselves. It's not everything. Let him take it the second time. Let him eat it and let him not like it. The more he does it, the more he realizes it was his choice, it was his consequence. Either he will force himself to take it, or he will trash it. His choice, his consequence. So the first thing you want to do as a parent is that don't make expectations about you. It's not about you. Nah, it's not about you. It is about your child. Your child refuses to do dishes. Why force him? When he wants to eat, what is he going to put the dishes in it? He's going to look for dishes to put it. He's going to look for wash the dishes so that he can eat. So that is it. If he says, okay, I don't want to eat, I don't want to wash, because I don't want to eat, I will not wash dishes, let him be. Can he be hungry for too long? He cannot be hungry for too long. As long as he is healthy, that is fine. Let me give you a practical example. I know that many parents will say, oh, it's too much. For the longest time, my sons, they have dry skin. I have 3 kids. If you are seeing me for the first time, and my name is Edimi Orebo. I have introduced myself. I'm a parent coach. I also work with young school children, teenagers, and all of that. Okay, so my sons they have dry skin. So every time I buy moisturizer for them to moisturize their skin, they don't moisturize their skin. They just dress up. My older son is 12. Just dresses up and he's good to go. And he's always looking white. I'm always feeling like embarrassed, but I just tell myself, nah, I can't be forcing him at 12 to rub cream, because if I am forcing him, it will be as if it is for me. It is for me. So I left him. The other day he was telling me, oh, my mommy, my skin is so dry, and I said, it is because you are not rubbing cream. So this morning he said he wanted to do something that his skin was so dry that his skin was breaking, and I told him, because you are not moisturizing your skin, he had to quickly go and get the cream, put somewhere where he can easily see. And I told him, okay, now that you know that your skin is getting really dry, learn to rub cream mornings and evenings every day. Moisturize your skin so that your skin will be moisturized, will not be super dry. That is the consequence of his actions. Could I have been able to force him to rub cream? Of course I would have been able to force him to rub cream, but then to be as if it's about me, he may never have experienced dry skin to know that what this woman is saying is true. He may never have experienced dry skin. So it will be about me forcing him, it's about me. Expectations they want to meet. So the first thing is your child expectations. Every single thing your children do, if they are not about you, I tell my children that most of the things you do, there's nothing you are doing for me. There's almost nothing you are doing for me. Do your chores. You are doing your chores. You are building skills. Study. You are studying your books. You are building economic skills. So nothing. There's almost nothing go to church, read the Bible, you are becoming spiritually, you are building your spiritual skills, or it's not really about me, it's about you. Okay, so parental expectations, the one I've just explained, I've taken a long time to explain it, covers every other thing I want to say. We have parental expectations, I have here external motivation, I have here cultural and societal norms, I have here lack of personal ownership. I've covered them all. However, the visionary parents are going to get this so that they can further read it and we can take it up in the Visionary Parents Academy. So that is it. Please let your children, let them decide for their lives, let them take ownership of their lives, of their responsibilities, of themselves from small age. It is one way you help them develop a sense of personal or self-responsibility. Now let's look at the dangers of this lack of personal responsibility attitude. The first one is lack of motivation. That's the introductory story I shared. These children, they are not motivated to actually, they are not driven to run after their own life. They are not driven to sell their sheep. Because they have always believed that it is about you, the parent. It's about the adult around. It's about that person that constantly forces them. So they are not driven at all. They don't care. It is why very many teenagers today, they are nonchalant. That is one of the dangers. There is no personal motivation. They are very nonchalant. Tell them to take charge of their lives. They do not understand because from small, parents have not built it. From small, they didn't have opportunity to learn that, okay, my life may be about me. They didn't have the opportunity to learn it from small. So they've always believed, oh, it's about my parents. It is what my parents want. It's my family obligation. It is what is obtainable here. That is it. That is one thing. I forgot to mention another one, where the attitude comes from. Another place the attitude comes from is the fact that children get very many things, everything they want. Especially this time and era, it is very easy for children to get what they want. When your child gets everything he or she wants, then they don't know the value of hard work. They don't understand that they have to work hard, really. So they just believe that, oh, everything I want, I will get. Everything I want, I will get. It is why they become entitled. It is why this leads me to the second point. They blame others. They blame others. That is the danger. So instead of them to take ownership of their lives, instead of them to take responsibilities for their actions, there is always someone there for them to blame. And the truth of the matter is, there is always someone or something to blame. Oh, the government, the economy is so bad. The government is so bad. And I know, yes, everybody is complaining the government is really bad, but there are people who they are not experiencing the badness, if that's the word, or the intense, extreme hardship of it. So they will not take ownership. No, because really, they have everything they have done has been to meet your expectations. Now it's their time for them to take ownership of their life. They have never had the opportunity to actually take responsibilities for the things that happen to them. And one thing parents also do, I beg of you, is they do not allow children take face the consequences of their actions, especially when it's outside. Maybe a child misbehaves outside the home. Parents want to cover for that child. Oh, they don't want, I will be embarrassed. I don't want him to bring shame to the family. Bringing shame to the family. See, I say to parents, if you allow your child bear the consequences, no matter how it is, for the little things they do today, that's how they will learn to be responsible tomorrow. If you feel, oh, you don't want them to bring shame to your family because of that, you cover for them when they do something. In the future, now you are not helping them, because what they will bring to the family will be more than shame. So it is better you just manage the small shame today. Manage the small shame today. Let them learn from the consequences of their actions today and be better. Because come to think of it, the misbehaviors they will misbehave now, the things they will do today, they are very minor. Tomorrow people forget. Compared to the ones they will do when they are not adults, when they will be judged, they will be condemned. So please, don't say, oh, I don't want my child to bring shame to me. I don't want them to bring shame to this family. Because of that, you save them from the consequences of their actions. No, please. Let them face the shame now. and then they will learn from it. Don't cover for them, because when you cover for them, they will never learn to be responsible. They will never learn personal responsibility when you cover for them. Do not cover for them. Again, they will never learn personal responsibility when you cover for them. So if there's a consequence for their actions, if they can do the crime, then let them do the fine or let them do the time. I mean, children don't get sent to jail, we know that. But let them do the fine if they can do the crime now. Because right now, the fine will be something it will be very bearable compared to when they get into adulthood.